Alright, so I had a request asking how to host customs. Well, I'm going to let you know exactly how to do it, a couple best practices, and a couple different game modes that you can do when you're doing customs. Alright, so now we're going to talk about a couple different game modes that you can do with customs. The first thing that I normally like to start off with is a kill on site. Now, for a kill on site, the only rules is the people have to land wherever you pick. They can't leave that area, even if the storm is coming. It is meant to be a quick game, so there is no camping, no hiding. They should be pushing and fighting everybody. Um, and also, even if the storm is coming, they have to stay and fight until there is a winner. Also, I would let your people know, don't go for a heal off. They are boring. I have done quick game kill on sites where people would sit at a pool and go fishing uh, the whole time to survive, and that's very boring. Okay, and then you can also do it where you fight at a certain zone. For me personally, I prefer to do no fighting until fourth zone. That's when the circle is a little bit smaller. It gives people the chance to loot and get mats in peace without worrying about being killed beforehand. Basically, this kind of simulates like a scrim, like an end game of arena where there are, a bunch of people in a very small circle. It's very competitive. But there are other zones that you can do if you're not that competitive. You could do no fighting until first zone closes. Um, I have done, I haven't hosted customs like that, but I have been in customs where, the people there not as competitive, so they fight once the first zone closes in. Just, remember, you gotta kind of base whatever game modes you're gonna do off of how many people you have. If you're just starting out and if you don't have many people, well, then you're not gonna want to make people wait until fourth zone. You're gonna want to start with the quick games. Or if they do really want to wait until a smaller zone, maybe do fifth zone if you only have a couple people, just to keep that competitive level. Just make sure you do thoroughly express the rules over the mic while you're streaming, and you also have it in the chat too for them to read, because not everybody has the volume on when they are watching a stream. All right, now one of the favorites is Rizzle Says. You can call it whatever you want. It is basically like Simon Says. We have had a lot of fun with that. The only thing is, depending on what you're streaming on and what the delays are like for people, will determine whether or not you can actually do this successfully. When I was streaming on YouTube, everybody had an 8-second delay. That was across the board. So I would say, Rizzle says, do an emote, or whatever it would be, whatever I would say. And then I would have to be mindful that, they're not going to hear me immediately. So if you have Discord, you could do, a Discord call, and you could let them know what you want them to do or not do in Discord, where they will have no delay. That is probably a better option. I've noticed trying to do Rizzle Says on Twitch is not possible because the delays are different for everybody. So I cannot do it when I'm streaming on Twitch. That's a YouTube only thing unless I have a Discord call going on. But that one is definitely a lot of fun. All right, and you can also do hide and seek. Now, with hide and seek, that is a lot of freaking fun. What you can do for this one is tell everybody to land in a certain spot. You land elsewhere that is close by, so you can loot. Make sure they know the rules. No breaking anything, no building anything. They don't need guns, and make sure they also know that wherever they hide, it has to be somewhere that you can get to without building. Or make up your own game, your own rules. It's really up to you when it comes to customs. Whatever you decide to do, make sure that the rules are very, very clear to your viewers and be prepared to explain the rules over and over and over. Now, be prepared because not everybody will follow the rules, and unfortunately, putting the code in chat, there is no way to prevent people from getting in the game unless you have an alternative way to hand out the code. I use Discord and I make people verify through Unite. If you need to know how to do that, let me know in the comments and I'll make a video on that as well. Alright, so now we're ready to actually put the code in and make it available for our viewers. Um, you want to pick whatever game mode you're doing, whether it be solo, duos, trios, squads. Um, as far as arena goes, streaming customs, doing arena is a horrible idea because you can only spectate for so long. I personally don't ever do arena customs. It just doesn't work out for me. Um, but you could do solo duo trio squads. You could even do team rumble custom. But I'm gonna do duos. That's usually what I do. Um, Now, what you want to click on to get here is on the bottom right where it says custom options. This is where you want to put your code. I'm going to put Susrizzle. You could use that in the item shop too if you don't mind. Hit accept and then you want to click on play. Now, this is not going to put you into a game. What it's going to do is it's going to create a queue, a lobby of people waiting to join in the game. Now, the elapsed time, pay attention to that. That'll show you how long it's been since you put the code in for people. Now, I have seen it all, guys. I have seen people let the elapsed time go on for 10, 15 minutes. That is 10 to 15 minutes that people are waiting to get into a game. Your viewers are going to leave. Don't do that to people. Have a time where you start. Um, for me, I always start at 5 minutes. Sometimes I'll go a little bit past, no more than a minute, 30 seconds, something like that. But have a set time where you start. Now, when you put this in, if it does not say start match on the bottom, then you need to unready and put a different code in. Now, that could mean that the code isn't available, somebody's already using the code, whatever the case may be. If you can't start it and you are the host, end cancel and then put a different code in. That's it. That's all you have to do. Now, if you're looking to do creative customs, you can do that as well. You just go to creative, hit accept, make sure your code is in. I already have Susrizzle in, and then click on play. Now, this screen is going to pop up. Sometimes this changes a little bit and the options will be different, but you want to click on play. That's kind of like creative fill. So you'll click on that, and that's exactly what your viewers will click on as well. And then you have the same thing here. You could start the match and you have an elapsed time. Now, if you're doing creative customs, make sure you have a trusted person in your lobby that will be there the whole time. Otherwise, you will be in game chat and you will be able to hear what everybody is saying. I personally have had people saying bad words with the attempt to try to get my Twitch and YouTube banned. So be very careful allowing people in your lobby when you are streaming.